That's Christian JaLon, what I do right here on Vocalo Radio. I'm your host, Biko, the illest coming through your stereo. And as promised, Chicago, I got Christian JaLon in the building with me. How you doing?
Finally.
Yes, you is here, girl. And you smell, oh my God, you smell good. You done added a nice scent to the studio.
Lovely.
Hey, what's that fragrance real quick before we get into things?
It's called Aqua Neroli by Clean Reserve. They are vegan and animal protected and all the things.
Aqua Neroli.
Yes, it is a flower and a citrus scent.
It smells. I wish y'all can smell the scent from through the stereos. Oh man, it's delightful. But how you doing? How your day going?
I'm doing very well. The day is going great so far. I actually this weekend traveled with my family to Baltimore and Washington, and so that's where we are coming back from, and that's why I'm a little tardy.
Oh, hey, look, you was honest. I ain't even put it out there on air. I let you tell the world that you was tardy.
It's a little tardy.
It's all good. You here? We gonna chop it up because Vocalo presents Shy Sounds Like Showcase goes down Thursday next week.
Yeah.
You're gonna be hitting that stage, man. But we got to talk about when did you get your start with music? Because you do multiple things. You don't just sing, and we're going to get into that in a second. But when did you, really get into taking music seriously?
Taking it seriously, I'm going to say my 7th grade year. I was 12, and I was crying to my mother about taking me and my family and moving us to Los Angeles. And she was like, girl, ain't nobody got money for that. And so she was like, you better start a YouTube channel. And I started crying. I was like, you don't believe in me? A YouTube channel? But I actually did it. And my grandfather, I was 13 when I posted my first video. It was an Adele song. And my grandfather made me re-record the video because he said the audience not going to be able to feel that. And so I was like, what? And he was like, re-record it, put some more feeling into it. And honestly, I think if my grandfather was still here, he would definitely be my Matthew Knowles, Joe Jackson.
Yeah.
Because my boy was not letting me go like that. He was like, re-record it as many times as you need to so that I can feel it. I was like, okay.
And
okay.
You actually shared, so literally the story you're sharing is on your Unmixed, Unmastered.
Yes.
You shared this exact story. I didn't know if you call it story time. Yeah. And obviously, when y'all listen, you see it. It's true. Okay,
it is a true story. And then my grandmother told me that she thought I would be a superstar, Lord willing. So, I am. I've been doing this for quite some time. Singing in the church choir, literally my whole life. So, yeah. And
like I said, you also got a second love as well. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but let me get this loaded up for everybody one time. You got bars.
Just a little bit, just a little bit, teensy tiny bit.
You got bars. You talking about a tiny bit? No, you got bars. And take a listen, Team Vocalo. Take a listen.
Lord willing, I make 6 figures as an indie artist in the next year. But if Parkwood wanna sign me, well that's cool too. And I'm all ears, only competition in my mental. Ain't a lot of artists that I'm into. I support the ones that I rock with and only hope that they can share my things too. But if not, man, well that's cool too. Cause I don't give love just to get love. I give love cause I got love. Only hope the Lord to give me more of what he's given me since birth. Expanded while I'm on earth. And when I get home to glory, I want the Lord to get the glory out of all my work. So let's get it.
Let's get it. Yeah, you got bars on you, girl. So when did, was rapping always something that you like to do as well outside of the R&B?
I was rapping before I was singing, actually. So what happened was the first rappers I ever heard were women, and it was on the I Wanna Be Down remix.
Okay.
So Queen, Yo-Yo, and MC Lyte were the first rappers I had ever heard. Then I got into Moni Love, and then I got into Eminem and all of the people, Tupac, Biggie, Jay-Z. And that is how I ended up rapping. It was them, poetry. My 5th grade teacher, Miss Scott, would have us do journal entries every morning before class started.
Okay.
And everybody would read my stuff like, you need to turn these into raps and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I am not rapping for nobody.
Well, you did.
Nobody. And then when I was 9 and 10, I had a homie from church who I was growing up with. He wanted to be a rapper. Mm-hmm. And he was like, yeah, like, I'll be doing this. I'll be finding beats on YouTube and da-da-da. You should just... And so I ended up, you know what I'm saying? And that was my first love. Rapping is my first love in music.
So when did you transition to R&B?
When I was 12 years old, my mom 11 and 12, my mom would make me and my brother like copy her when she sang. So kind of how Kiara shared and Karen Clark shared.
Okay.
And I would sing with my mouth. My brother and I, and my mom would your runs don't come from your mouth. They come from your throat.
So your mama sing?
She does.
Ooh.
She went to school for it and everything. She does opera, all of it. My mom does all the things. So my mom, she would get us and be like, your vocals come from your throat, from your diaphragm and from your vocal cords, not your mouth. And so that is essentially how I learned a lot of the technicalities in music. My mom taught me that if you say you love music, you got to love every genre of music. So
Right.
rock, R&B, soul, pop, disco, funk, house, all the things. So yeah.
Let's talk about Unmixed, Unmastered, which is a recent project you put out. Is it really unmixed?
It is
Unmastered.
It is.
What?
None of the things are touched. I have been holding on to it since 2019. I'm like, you know what? I'm finna just release the joint because it's just been here. So I put it out, and yes.
Wow, it sounds good. I will
Thank
say
you.
that it sounds
Yay.
good. I got some music loaded up off of Unmixed, Unmastered as well. And will you be hitting the stage August 4th? Are we gonna hear some of the Unmixed, Unmastered joints?
First time performing any of them joints live, yes. Ego Tripping and I Always Win specifically. They're my two favorite joints right now.
I got Ego Tripping loaded up. We're gonna get into that just a second to end off my time. But I mean, as far as what people can expect when they come out August 4th, because you've been hitting several stages.
Yeah.
Like since the pandemic has slowed down and people was back outside, you've definitely been, back in that stage. So how is it for you to finally be back on the stage, and what can people expect August 4th?
Honestly, I expected for myself to never get back on a physical stage after the pandemic because I was like, I really like not being in front of niggas. In front of people. And so I performing so much though lately, it's I ain't gonna lie, it's felt so great. I love the energy that people have been giving me lately. I love people who I grew up with. My 5th grade gym teacher I had a show here in Navy Pier for the festival they did, and then one of my high school teachers came to a show that I had last week. So it's very, very it's getting good. My childhood friend who I grew up across the street from me with was at my show. It's feeling great now. I ain't gonna hold you. So August 4th, you know what I'm saying? We getting a little bit of Unmixed, Unmastered. We getting a little bit of love songs, some covers, some of my favorite songs by BB. So yeah, I got some things in the mix.
Look, I'm excited for it. Next week is going down. Team Vocalo, Chicago, come out. Christian JaLon is hitting that stage. Always been a fan of your music. As you see, we played your first. I played it. I do. That was like the first song. You mentioned on Twitter as well that Vocalo played one of your first songs ever on. Well, not first songs, but played a song for you on the radio for the first time.
Yeah.
And I played a little bit of that, and we got some music from your Unmixed, Unmastered. Let people know where they can get in tune and how they can stay in tune for more updates from you as well.
Follow me on social media. You know them algorithms funny right now, but Christian JaLon, ChristiAN, capital J, A capital LON, because that's how my mama spelled it on my birth certificate. So yeah, follow me there. Keep up with me. You know what I'm saying. Stay tuned.